Hello. Hello, Neopats, Trina, everybody else that's going to come on. I just wanted to get on here for a bit and say hello. Been a lot going on. I've been over there watching rap. I've been everywhere. I even went on a road trip. Watched Griff. Griff's triggered. Ernie's triggered. Jim Blob's triggered. Griff even said he was going to mute me. But that ain't going to happen. Griff ain't going to mute nobody. The women that he harasses and the women that he goes against, Griff's going to be the downfall of himself. That's all he did the other day was make more lives. I wasn't even on YouTube. That's all he can do. He's got my name stuck in his head. He don't know how to tell the truth either. Ernie, he just like Ernie. He don't know how to tell the truth. He just like Jim Bob. He don't know how to tell the truth. I watch Jim Bob. He's so triggered. It ain't even funny. So what are we going to do? Same thing we're doing. Hello, Rachel. Hello, everybody. Like I said, they've been a lot going. Oh, Griffey Poo, and hell, they just can't keep their name out of my mouth, out of their mouth. Which that's okay. I love getting on people like that. I get stuck in their head. Stuck in their head. Here's one of let's like this right here. Oh, Griffey Poo. Yeah, they are hog suckers and kumquats. I'm not cutting no slack. Here's one of the listen at this. Here's one of the girls that kumquat Griff likes to harass.
You guys probably already know that it's been like 2 months since Griff first said on a live that he had a cease and desist written up for me, and that he had this attorney
Hello,
he was
Days,
working with
Bridget,
who was from the Innocence
Becky.
Project, who's been contacting Shelby and all this and that. So he said again today, he said he had me served again. You don't have a cease and desist served. They're not legal documents. Why don't you just upload it? You've been saying for almost 2 months now you're just going to upload it. Upload it.
Yeah.
She's got my email address because she's emailed me denying that she knows what you're talking about. She has no idea what's going on or why you would say that. So she has my email address, and she can't play stupid anymore because I've seen her
Hello,
in your
is
chat
Star Kimmy
pretending to be a lawyer. I post one comment. You guys, I post one comment. I took a guess, just a guess, and he got so triggered about that. He confirmed her identity for me. I couldn't believe it was that easy, but yep, sure was. One comment confirmed her entire identity, and all of her stuff was public. Facebook, all of it was public. So I was able to find out
which one is Star?
she was just a college college dropout who took a few Microsoft classes and had access to a Google search engine. And that's how she pretends to be. Now, I'm not sure.
Hello,
if she
Lily
actually
Rochelle.
convinced herself that she's good at this. I think that she may believe that, you know, she dated a lawyer and she swallowed his credentials. And now she's a bar certified attorney for the Innocence Project. Oh, that's another thing.
He's been hollering this for days, guys.
Project website. And
I'm just showing what kind of what he
employee.
thinks he can do to women. What are you talking about, Ishtar?
It her only experience or like skills are like a few computer classes, typing
Evening
classes,
Phoenix, Cowgirl,
Microsoft, Adobe,
Kara.
whatever. That's it. And the reason, you know, she even took those classes was because she was starting a online jewelry business that failed. So Griff is apparently they're gonna
email me one, craftsman208@gmail.com. I'm not sure which one you are on there.
To his subscribers. Do you guys really believe that? Like y'all just don't question nothing, huh? He's been saying for 2 months he's gonna upload this cease and desist.
Hello, Amiz.
I just can't figure out how to do it. She's got my email address, but they just
hello, Jason.
Can't seem to get it to me. You guys, why? You guys look stupid. You look stupid still supporting him. Like you like to be lied to. It's kind of sad. Like, I know you guys, like the mods, like you guys can see each other on Facebook because I can see your Facebooks, I can see your all links. We're not stupid, okay? You're all easy to find. You guys know she's not an attorney. So the attorney.
Mom.
So you know how work, and it'll light up blue. You can click on it, and then it'll take you to that business's Facebook. So what she it's fake. Man.
We are listening to a woman that Griff harasses all the time, Jason.
Like, does he actually believe she's an attorney? Like, she even has an email address that says law girl. She has no experience whatsoever in law. None. Like, did she trick you, or are the two of you trying to trick everybody together? I mean, nobody's buying it. You really should just kind of give that up. You look stupid, dude. So I figured, let's go ahead and squash this. I'm going to show these emails where she denies knowing what you're talking about. She doesn't have anything to do with it, even though you not only plugged her identity, you plugged the school she went to and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's watch this. I'm gonna upload these emails. And then that's it, dude. Because it's been 2 months. Clearly haven't
You're
been
welcome,
able to
Jason.
get her to
He's bad
break
as
down
Ernie.
for you
He's triggered.
because she knows if you
I
put my
trigger his
signature
eyes.
now, because I told her.
He said he was going to mute me.
He was just gonna blame
I
her,
own
and
my
she's-
YouTube streets. He don't own
so she's
shit.
not gonna do it.
He don't even own his own house.
So if you don't already have it, you should probably stop. It's not-
See, that's what these people is about. Ernie's the same way. I'm not cutting Ernie no slack. I don't care who watches his shows or because that's all it is shows. I'm not going to cut him no slack. And as he says, I will keep the knee on his neck, and because he'll never stop. Ernie was like his shit before he met Tina. Tina the Tooth is worthless too. Ishtar, get the fuck out of here. Don't start. Get the fuck out of here. Go on. Get Ishtar out of here. Ishtar, one more time. You're going to the fuck out of here. Griff is a bully. They can call me a bully if they want to. Ernie, Tina, and Xander started this shit a long time ago. And I just seen where crafting through the lies is in the hospital. She's been there all day. Her legs and feet were so swollen and she's exhausted. She's been evaluated for CHF. I don't know what that is. But whenever my legs and feet swells, it's my heart. So it's fluid. But anyhow, please put those thoughts and prayers up for um, crafting through the lies, please. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't want to just come out and say it, but that's what I have. My feet. I'll tell you why. She needs to stop talking about Benny. I'll give her one chance. We ain't going to be doing that. Thank you, Tennessee, y'all. Yeah, Tamori. This is what he did to me a few days ago.
Check out this backpack I made for Marco. Only pay for what you need.
Then he put all question marks. He's a pussy. Excuse my language, ladies. I'm sorry. I get excited. Thank you, Neopats. I appreciate you, Neopats, Bridget, everybody, downtown Trina. I want you to listen how triggered. Nobody said she wasn't welcome here. This is about Ernie, not Benny. You're welcome here, Minnie. But this is not about Benny. You know what? If you don't want to be here, don't be here. I don't care. I care, but what is it going to be? Well, B. Kimmy is my friend. If she's not welcome here, neither am I. Well, adios. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care. This is not about Benny. This is about goddamn Griff and Ernie Shell. And it can be about you if I figure it out. what you fucking page is if you got one.
He was good.
Yeah, Phoenix, she's in the hospital, her feet and her legs swelled up. Mine is that, and that's what I was saying a while ago. And it didn't dawn on me. It's CHF, which congestive heart failure. Um, it's word fluid, and whenever I get it, I get bad breathing, but her valves probably ain't bad like mine. So whenever her feet and legs swelled up, that's from the fluid. That's because her body ain't putting out the fluid. Well, it goes up to where the valves is in your heart, and it's supposed to put it out. Well, mine's so weak, mine's only working 20 to 30%. And it's a crazy feeling too, because what you're actually doing is smothering, because it's not putting all the fluid out, if that makes sense. Which, if mine quits, I'll be just changing addresses. But hers is probably just getting started. And with her, the first time it's ever happened to her, I'm praying that she'll be okay. Yeah, I get tired, Lisa. But since I'm on medicine to slow, you hand me a Mountain Dew or something to drink. That's what digoxin is for. It slows your heart down. Mine, one side of it beats so fast, and then where the valves are, they are barely working. And I pray for tomorrow. People can say, Griff can get over and say 1 minute he's goes to church and this and that. Griff, you don't have to go to a building, bro. And yes, I do get tired, Lisa, but they put me on medicine for it. Medicine is okay and it helps, but it don't always help. There'll be days like I get up and I'll take my medicine, and all of a sudden I'll get winded. The reason being is because of where the um, the valves ain't putting out the fluid so fast, and my feet and legs will swell up about the size of footballs. Yeah, I about waited. See, my dad passed away at 48. I'm 40. My dad had open heart surgery in his 30s, early 40s. And that's why I ain't been on here. It's not because of that. I took a road trip with my cousin. We went through Chattanooga, over Mississippi. As you can see, I posted some pictures on my community page of the parish, and went through Mississippi and over into shit. The parish, like I said, and then over into Texas. You actually went to Houston. I went across traffic over there is crazy. Going across them big ass bridges, and I don't like heights. I'm not telling no lies. I come across that bridge, we did, and traffic was stopped. Oh my goodness! And them bridges that goes across are high. But I had fun. I had fun. I just had to get out of the house a little bit. But I still tuned in to all the nonsense going on from Griff and Ernie and all kinds of people. Let me see here. I think it was like St. Martin's Parish or something, but it was pretty cool. I want to go back because I like boudin, and in Louisiana they had them boudin by, which I'm not supposed to eat them, which this time I didn't, but I'm gonna try. I like I like stuff like that. Crawfish. I've seen all the crawfish farms and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. And thank you, Danny Ellie. The way I look at it is, it's just a change of addresses, guys. And people can call me hypocritical, call me what you wish. I'm not going to get on to the Bible section, but let me tell you this. I will say this to anybody that calls me hypocritical. I'm going to say two things. Whenever whenever they throwed the prostitute down at Jesus's feet, he started writing in the sand. He picked up that rock. He said, "He among you who has no sin, cast the first stone." And then on the second thing, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling before the Lord. I ain't taking you and you ain't taking me. So you worry about your own salvation. That goes for the people that calls me hypocritical. Look at Peter, denied him 3 times before the cock crowed. Look at the people. If people really wanted to study the Bible, and the people who cause people hypocritical, it's people like that that you just check out, do your history on what they need to do is do their history on the 12 disciples Jesus chose. And that's all I'm going to. I don't know either, Bridget, but I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go to the beach again, but it's very, I can't go straight to or straight through and then straight back because of it. But whenever I leave here, people's going to remember. I promise you that. It's just changing addresses to me. But anyhow, until then, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. It's been said that it's going to mute me. And see, people like that, I'm not worried about because I do what I do, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Or as the dummy says, it's not me, it's for you. It's for the innocent people that gets hurt. I have not, Lisa. I've been to, like I said, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Texas. This last trip, which I've been to Texas and Arizona, California, um, I've been a lot of places, but I'm back home now. But I know I'm going to, Bridget. Um, but I have fun.
I didn't think I had time for a master's. But with WGU, I can move to an accredited business degree as soon as I master the material. An online nonprofit.
I was on the Air Force base, an old Air Force base in Ridgecrest, California. Whenever I went the first time, this guy tried to say that I threatened him. He said that I threatened to kill him and everything.
Hello, Genevieve. How you doing tonight? Nice to see you in here, sweetheart. Fuck you and the jackass you can't ride in on. Where's Lost at Marbles at tonight, huh? You got something you need to say to somebody? I've attacked every one of my subs. You were spoon feeding you for content. You have bashed every one of them. No, I've bashed people like you, evil people.
That was Griff.
That's what I've done.
He said I threatened to kill him and everything. Even said that he turned it into the FBI.
Trying to fulfill what's in your life. When you said you claimed that you was being good and honest, but we all know what the earth below our feet is turned to cinders. The truth will prevail.
Yeah, I know where it's at, Danny, I believe.
And I will walk across your ashes.
I always hated walking in the dirt out there.
Play me. Try me.
Get them what I called them, and they called them goat heads.
All my cards are on the table. I ain't got nothing to fear.
This is where he mocked me. He took his glasses off and said,
I hope you understand the sincerity coming out of my mouth. I hope you understand the English. Any of y'all that claim y'all don't understand the words that I'm saying, I hope that you hear them clearly. That I don't give a shit about none of you naysayers, any of you liars, any of you hypocrites, and any of you fake-ass con men and women. You don't like being exposed?
you ain't exposing nobody except for what kind of fool you are. Hello, Starry Night.
Simple as that.
He does look like Hellboy, don't he? Did you actually know that the guy that I'll show you, hang on just a second, then I'll go back to this clown. I want to show you the guy, Hellboy. Beauty. This guy right here, guys, I want to show you. Who remembers this show? Who remembers that show? Who remembers that? You guys remember that show back in the 80s and 90s, Beauty and the Beast? No, that ain't Labyrinth. That's Beauty and the, exactly, Lisa. Look who played him. You recognize him? You recognize him? Okay. I love that show. Yep, from the Sons of Anarchy. None other than this guy right here, Ron Perriman. Thank you, Blue Eyes. He plays Hellboy too. I love that movie. Thank you. Thank you, Trina. I appreciate everybody. But I thought that was cool that Ron played Hellboy too. And I never know that he did it until I started. Ron Perlman. That's funny how he did that back in the 80s, and then in the 19 and 20s. See here's a picture of him. That's the same guy that played the Beast. Thank you guys for all the nice comments. Yeah, in the 80s and 90s, uh, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, it's the same guy that plays Hellboy. Yeah, I was born in 81, and I remember that show because we always watched it. My sister liked it too. But like I said, it went on and played probably. Hang on, I'll tell you. I know it was playing in the 80s, and then I can't remember whenever it finally went off. I think it was like 90s maybe. But yeah, I'm 40. Well, my sign is Scorpio.
Merry-go-round. Not gonna keep going around because there is closure to this. And when that door smacks you right in the damn ass, and you on the other side of it, and you turn around in shock, I'll be waving.
I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Because it's gonna come to an end. It's gonna come to a damn quick end. A very quick end.
He's talking about me. That's why I put I own my
We
YouTube
got all that over
streams.
with. I figured that's why I put the question marks all over here. I figured I'd let everybody see what the hell's going on. All y'all can leave now. I don't want to be here. I really don't give a shit.
1901.
I was watching. Go back and tell you damn cronies what's going on. I don't give a shit no more. But let me tell you something. The next time my wife's name comes out of any one of y'all's mouths, a vulgar toward me, I don't give a damn if it's good or bad. I dare you to say
Give me a
something about my
minute,
wife.
Griff. I'm gonna play you a
I dare
video.
you say anything about my family, anything other than about me. You can talk about me all you want. I don't give a shit. You
She's a
can say
scammer
something
just
about me
like
that
you,
never
bro.
hurt. I've heard a lot from y'all, but you will not do it no more. You keep on doing it. It's being documented. Trust me.
I don't care what's been documented. I never threatened to kill you.
But don't think you scare me.
But I did say that he'd come to Tennessee and I'll beat the brakes off your ass for sitting over there running your mouth about saying that I was following you to the hospital and this and that. Well, I'm not dead, Griff.
Let them drop.
KO for the 5.0, bro. I'm not stopping. You're a womanizer and a mistreat women, Griff. Shut your YouTube down and stop. You ain't been on in a few days. I unless he deleted it, I didn't see him on yesterday.
Bro, we've got a war.
Well, wait a
Trying to be
minute.
conjured up.
He went on a
Try
road
to
trip.
like him, huh? Tell to like him. Didn't I already say this already before?
I don't
I think
cover
I said
true
it
crime.
way before.
I cover true idiots.
Me and Jimbo even talked.
I don't give a fuck
That's
about
why
Jimbo
I brought it
either.
up that night.
Excuse
Back
my
when Jimbo
language.
was coming on here,
I gotta try to
he was
quit
kinda
cussing.
confused.
It's
He was
just a
thinking I was
habit.
talking about him. I was not inviting him. I
Kumquats.
was not telling him who I was talking about. I did not let him to divulge any of it. I wouldn't let it stand on my show that night. Do you remember that? Do any of y'all remember that? Now we're down to 10 people. See how quick it drops down?
That's because
But you see
everybody's
what I'm talking
getting
about? Y'all
wind of
remember
you,
that live?
Griff.
But I mentioned that.
I watched Griff while I was gone. Not Griff,
I mentioned that about
Jim Bob.
a month
He
ago.
can't keep my name out of
I
his
told you it was
mouth.
all a game. It was all being played. Everybody was sitting there talking this shit. It's all part of the well-rehearsed stance, trying to get them, not the stand, but their stance, basically. All I'm trying to get in line is them so-called movie that Ernie Shell keeps promoting.
Let me make something clear, Griff. You don't see me holding no fucking camera. You want to know what you see me holding? You see me holding the phone and reading off the stuff that I got sent, Griff. What have you done to kids? What have you done for kids, Griff? You ain't done nothing. Yeah, I seen that, Lisa. He's nothing. He's a bottom feeder. He is a hog sucker. He's a kumquat. Kumquat down hog sucker. He sucks off the bottom. Why you think he ain't been live except for to do his little road trips? Oh, believe you me, he'll be back live. I'm gonna play a video here in a minute where he's yeah, exactly. What pisses me off, he said he was going to mute me. Come to Tennessee and mute me.
All right, Tracy. I hope you're doing okay. But I said this the whole time.
My forearm is bigger than Ernie's brain.
The only way I could figure it out for sure to see if Jamie was on page 4.
Oh, listen.
Before, Jamie was the one that Kemper kept telling me, watch out for. I was getting emails from Jamie.
Yeah.
Wanting to talk to me about shit that's going on with Ernie. I was getting that before. Wasn't quite able to figure him out. And
You ain't got me figured out now, bitch.
Then I say, bam. You know? So I go over there and just figure it out. That's after Kemper and Stan separated. Of course, I got ambushed, just normal. That's how it works. I don't send somebody else over to get ambushed. I don't do that shit to nobody. But I went in and took it.
My forearm is bigger than your brain. Griff.
So
Exactly,
it
Amiz.
basically boiled down to the fact
Hello,
that
True
something was
Crime
going
and
on.
Drama. I appreciate
something
everybody
going on
that's
here.
tuned in. If I
So,
missed your name, I do
whenever I heard it,
apologize.
But it come out that Kemper was leaving, him and Stan had separated, ambushed. At that point, I called Jimbo. Asked him what was
You
going on.
trying to get be nosy because
I was
you.
shell shocked in a way, but I was shell shocked in a way that I figured I'm not what you call a pessimist. I'd rather be surprised in a good way. But I had a feeling it was coming, and it played out just like my gut was telling me. Still pissed me off.
I don't care about what
walked
pissed
right
you
into
off. Wait till you see the video I play in a minute.
Muted the whole time. Was not allowed to talk. I want to talk when I run his mouth. But anything.
Oh, back to what I was saying, Griff, before I was rudely turning you back on. You kumquat. Guys, whenever this dumbass said that that I was Ernie's camera guy, that was a lie. Let me tell you what I did. I'm the one that set up the one at the park. I'm the one that set the one up at the drugstore. I'm at the one that set up the one at the laundromat. I was true in it, guys. I was true in helping and for the kids. And this kumquat wants to say, oh, he set it up and that was fake. Just because Ernie Shell puts up a fucking disclaimer of saying this and that. And I don't take up for Ernie, but I don't think Ernie looked at that disclaimer. He just put it up, thinking that it's okay. But anyhow, Ernie's no better. He's a piece of shit, just like Griff. But anyway, this dude he said he was going to mute me. He said that I went to the hospital just because he did, which is a piece of shit lie, because I've been going to the hospital for months, bro. You couldn't walk 2 miles, 2 footsteps in my shoes. And tomorrow, my story will come out. I heard Ernie and Rap talking about it today. We're going to go back through history, Ernie. We're going to come start a Y at the front of my page. We're going to see, hopefully, if he can see it and bring it up. I've got the receipts of where you touched a married woman, groped her, Ernie. We're going to see where it was said that you did that whenever confronted about the man's wife, that you did that to the kids all the time, Ernie. Then we're going to see, I'll get with Rap, Lisa, and he'll post it on his community post. And then we're going to see Ernie. Now, this is where Tina and Xander comes into panel. Comes into, exactly, Tracy. And you don't know how much I love you, Tracy. You do not know. I appreciate you more. I appreciate everyone that's helped me. And this is where Tina and Xander is going to come into play. We told them. I'm just giving a little bit of what's going to be going on. You're going to see how mad they got and still taking up for Ernie. That's why I started my page. And the rest tomorrow is to come. Tomorrow is going to be a little history lesson once again on why I started my page, a little history of what it was like being with them 3 clowns, of what all I have seen. Oh, I'm okay, Tracy. They are kumquats. And the crazy thing is that it's all on my page. It's stuff that actually happens and happened. I've been waiting for months.
There are so many reasons that people love to play Candy Crush. If you haven't,
It's been going on. I'm not quitting. Ernie is going to have my feet on his neck.
tried Candy Crush yet, download the game.
And so is this kumquat right here. Hello, Gimper. Hello, Clove. And pray for Kemper too. He's got some stuff going on with some people he knows. Raise him up in your prayers and show him some love too.
Walnut, you cannot do it like a pecan or peanut. You spread, you break it in half, and you got your pieces there. Pecan, you got crush. There's only one good way to get into a pecan, just to crush it. Tap it like an egg, maybe once or twice. I don't know how hard to shell it. But a walnut, you got to beat that so much with a hammer. That's what you look at when you start looking at stupidity. There ain't no way to fix it. You can destroy it, but it just makes smaller pieces stupid. Well, I'll tell you who Lulu is. There's a Fluffy and there's Lulu. Okay? Take a piece of PVC pipe. You do birthdays and stuff in the clown. You party before that. Start my own vape shop.
Hang on, guys. I'm getting into my emails here. I'm going to be playing a video here real shortly. We're going to show old Griff what he looks like whenever he plays drag queen. The drag queen kumquat. I'll find it here in a minute, guys. It's coming. I usually delete a lot of shit, but like Walmart and all this advertising, but hang on, guys. Let the puppy out. Here, come on. Go that way. Oh. Yeah, he was playing drag queen.
It's one feeling. Mike. I didn't hurt his feelings, Bama did.
I never somebody's feelings.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at him.
No, I can't hear you, my lips. He just stirs. That's cool.
That's his wife.
It's one feeling.
And he's wearing her wig, playing drag queen. He sounds drunk. I bet you. Here, hang on.
He's lying. He kind of stirs. That's cool. It's one feeling.
I believe he was.
I didn't hurt his feelings. Bama did.
Thank you, Lisa.
I hurt somebody's feelings.
Look.
You upset? No, he's.
There he is. He's playing drag queen. Why does she look like? I'll tell you why. He's mean to his wife, guys. He's very mean to his wife. Very, very mean to his wife. So, yeah, and it's very sad. He thinks he can talk to the women any which way. He's even done it live, guys. Live. And it's very sad. Very sad. Very sad. The bottom sucker don't know when to stop. He is a bottom feeder. He said while I was gone, he was going to mute me. He will never mute me. Ernie, only way Ernie's going to mute me is if he shuts his Facebook down, which that is not going to happen. Will not happen.
Ernie, do you love your brother? Do you love Shelby?
And he's still going on with his crap. He won't tell the truth. Yeah, and I see people over there saying, leave Tina, leave Tina. He was like this before. I'm talking about Ernie, before he ever met these people. These people has been, yes, exactly, Lisa. Somebody needs to beat the crap out of him. and they're still saying people has took over their pages, hacked them. Exactly. And that's just like, yeah, I'm behaving, White Rabbit. I'm behaving. I'm trying not to scream. I love you, White Rabbit. Oh, yeah, Trina. Nobody never, it's always somebody else's fault. I'm going to blame it on, I don't know what, because I scream, which I'm trying to work on that. I do need to settle down a little. But yeah, I mean, you can't miss women. Like I said the other day, they ain't meant to be beat on and talked to like trash, like some of these men. Like, look at the way she looked, dude. Thank you, White Rabbit. I mean, you don't leave them with black eyes and crap like that. If it gets that bad, leave. But they ain't no punching bags, just like a man ain't no punching bag. Thank you, Peggy. I mean, this guy, I've been watching him for days. If you noticed, I hadn't been on here. I just been cruising the streets, just cruising. I've been on YouTube. I've been watching Rabbit. I've been watching, looking for Tales of the Lycan, but he explained to me why he ain't been on here. And that's very understandable. And I mean, I've been watching him, Been watching Ernie. Ernie and his takes Manhattan. Griff punching on women. I mean, we're talking about people mistreating women and beating on them, leaving them with black eyes and this and that and disrespecting them. Thank you, True Crime uh, Drama Queen. Ernie takes Manhattan, except for he left Bert and Miss Piggy at the house. Oh, my goodness, Lisa. I missed it. But I think one thing is that makes it sound like I'm screaming. I didn't realize my mic was right under my mouth, right here on the computer. So I'm backed up a little bit and I don't know how it sounds, but I still get a little habit of wanting to get excited. I see like Ernie on a panel, I want to get wild with him because I ain't going to cut that fool no slack. He don't cut me no slack and I'm not going to cut him no slack. I missed you guys too. Yeah, you're exactly right. You're right, White Rabbit. Ain't nobody deserves it. The mental or physical abuse. It ain't good. So, and I noticed that the cough guys ain't been bad either. Exactly. There's no point in it. You're exactly right. Now, Ernie can get a little wild with women too. He can, which I've said some stuff too, you know, but because I'm not perfect. Now, I'm not saying one time I'm perfect, but I bet your ass that I've never hit a woman. I've never did anything like that to a woman. Now, I get mad at them, and that's okay. And I want to choke them sometimes, but that's part of it. But you don't do that. You don't leave them with black eyes and this and that. Yeah, it is, White Rabbit. I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna do the triple C, calm, cool, and collective, just a cruising. I tell you what, I seen my mama one time knock my papa plumb out with a damn frying pan, one of them skillets. I did not see him. Say yes, I believe I did too, Chris. I don't know if I seen them yet or yeah, an iron skillet, cast iron. She did a Medea, except for it wasn't uh yeah, iron skillet. I got yeah. I hope you guys had a good day and good weekend, a week. Yeah, send it to me, Chris. I don't want to say I've seen it whenever I ain't, but I've seen it or it has been said that she said it, but I'm not for sure if I seen it. If I have, I don't remember. Grit ball. The poor guy got, yeah, I got it, Chris.
So, for the record, she was never doxxed because she wanted everybody to know that it was her.
Oh, wow.
She wanted everybody.
And that's crazy,
to know.
guys. Like, how could you do that? Who you talking about, Bridget? Dirty talks. Who talking dirty? But how in the world could you do that? There's so many kids this day and time, especially from where I'm from, here in Newport and stuff, but there's no trafficking or no shit like Tina and Xander claims. Oh yeah, everything he does, he sexualizes women. He was trying to sexualize Coco earlier, and there's no call for that. There's no call for that. There's no sense in acting like a fool like that. And he, like I said, here where I'm from, Tina and Xander and them claims that we've got tunnels in the mountains and this and that. They ain't none of that shit goes on. But they are a lot of people that gets on drugs and gets on um, pills, meth, and they'll take all their money and spend it. If their light bill's due, the meth is more important than the rent or the uh, kids or the electric. I mean, that's the way it is here. Now, they are some people here that does that. And it's sad, guys. It's very sad. Kids are a gift from God. And I love all my girls. I've got 4. My oldest one is 21. I've got 10 and 11. I mean, I love all 4 of my girls. And I could never see doing that. I'm not a perfect dad, but I'm not the worst dad either. I have messed up, but that's one thing my kids will never forget me. Their moms will not never forget me. I'm not perfect by no means, but they will never forget me. There's one that comes into chat. I've got 2 girls by, and she knows that I'm whenever I say something to Ernie and that I will do it. She knows I'll do it, and she knows that I'm not playing. And these fools don't get that. We will strive, and I worked and stuff, which I can't now, of course, but I mean, I love my kids, and I don't see how people can have kids and not have anything to do with them or choose drugs over them. Yeah, she was on here. She's probably watching now. And that's one trait. I bet you can ask her. That's one trait she liked about me, that I was man enough to stand up and protect them and protect my kids. I was afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of nobody to this day. And I'm not. I'm not going to let people run over me. I'm not going to let people run over my kids, because somebody comes to my house or wherever my kids is, they better kind of bring the body back and start acting stupid and trying to threaten my family or anything to bring harm. They better go ahead and call and have the cops to send a hearse, because they going out in a body bag. Exactly, true crime. And it does get you emotional looking at these life at the kids. Some kids, we've got it better than most, a lot of people. And it's sad that the kids has to go through that. And not only does the kids, whenever they're in a bad relationship, a lot of like girls, that turns out to be women, they choose to follow the footsteps of how they was raised. Unfortunately, they choose shitty men, or the men choose shitty women. It works both ways. It ain't just one, and it's sad. They sleep on couches, wondering where their next meal is going to come from. They're wondering, am I going to have a house to live in? Am I going to have a roof over my head? And for any man to put a kid through that, that's not a man. Not a man at all. This girl says, I was homeless all through high school. Pretty much was listed as an unaccompanied youth. Got my associate's degree for free because I was able to claim a dependent at 21 years of age before I had even had children. My mom is a bipolar and a narcissist. I've slept on couches since I was 14 or 15 because she didn't have no home, basically. Who in the right mind would put their kids through that? Griff. People's going to figure you out, Griff. You can sit over there and say I'm fake and been sick. You can sit over there and say whatever you want to, bro. It's a free country. It's the United States of America. And that's why I'm going to sit right here and say that you and your wife are not good people. I'm going to sit right here and say that yous are nothing but scam artists. Why didn't you take care of your kids, Griff? Oh, back to what I just said about shitty men for the women or the men. Here's one that admits it. I choose shitty men thanks to him, which I'm glad she sees that and can change it. He'll flip the script if he pretty quickly. Always has whenever he don't get his way. Yeah, I don't miss those days. I don't blame you. I wouldn't miss them either, daughter. Why didn't you help her like you helped your son, Griff? Check this out, folks. Yeah, once he started this whole YouTube kick, I've kind of kept my distance even more than now before. Hemo, this one said, why we try to keep predators off there because there's so many women and it draws a lot of con artists and scammers and abusers. He most definitely is. My mother has biracial kids, my half brothers, and he's always made remarks about it. It was with him we first heard the N word. It takes a sorry piece of shit. And I'm talking to you, Griff. I'm talking to whoever thinks it's okay, Griff. I think you're a piece of shit. This is why one of the reasons I'm on Ernie Shell's neck because of exploiting somebody's grandkids because they're biracial. I'm from the South. I call them African Americans mixed, but and I was stupid and didn't know that it was actually called biracial.
Times over to make sure she was.
This is why, as they'll see, of another reason why I want to keep my whole foot, the whole 360 something pound worth of my 6'4" ice on their neck. I've got Hispanic nephews and nieces. I've got biracial, as in African Americans, because I was stupid and I'm actually from the South. Ernie said more than that, True Crimes. Ernie and Dolly, I have a thing on my page of where Ernie used the N word, not the full, but the N word on Dolly's page, and an actual biracial guy uh, called him out on it. And it takes a piece of crap to do that. I'm gonna play you a story. I want you to listen to this. And this is one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons too. I'm on their necks.
So, for the record, she was never doxxed because she wanted everybody to know that it was her. She wanted everybody to know it was her, including her father. She wanted people to know that he lied about sending that money. That I'm not going to take this video down
Check this out. As he mentioned, my older brother, he spent most of his days in prison. My father beat him and got him addicted to drugs so that he wouldn't tell on my father for cooking meth. That he bonded with my brother, and now my brother is a lost cause because of my dad. How does that make you feel, Griff? Does that make you feel like a man? Are you a man, Griff? Are you a man? No. In my eyes, you are not. Anybody that wants to take and biracial kids or come against our kids and pick one over the other because they beat them and meth and this and that, you're worthless as tits on a boar hog. I treat my kids, everyone the same. Everyone the same. It shouldn't be no different. And anybody that follows you and says it's okay for that to happen, you and your little 20 something, 10 something, whatever followers, sheep you got, little Ernie Jr., are worthless as tits on a boar hog. You're a vulture. I do too, Bridget. I do too. I love all different cultures. I love Indians. I love listening to Indian music. I know how to talk some of the English. A while back was learning how to talk the actual and still can some of it a little the languages. I'll listen to songs on my internet. Wende Yahoo. Here's one of the songs. They can copyright if they want to. Wende Yahoo. That's a good morning Cherokee Indian song. I am listen at it. I'll know every word of it.
Oh, just right.
I love music like that. I love different cultures. Cherokee morning song. I am the great spirit. I am the great spirit. Oh, I love music like that. But I love different cultures. Some of their food. I'm hillbilly. Don't get me wrong. But as far as the judging and the racial crap, no. That's ridiculous. That's plumb pathetic. And for somebody to do that just shows you. Now that's coming straight from his daughter, coming straight from his blood, coming straight from him. And that's not cool. Not cool at all. That just goes to show you what kind of man that he is. And it still carries over today because I watched some of his lives and he's done his wife the same way. But let me bring this up. He said that I said that he came to uh, Rogersville or Hawkins County. Griff, what I want you to do is play the video of where I said you actually came. I want to hear it. Now, let me clear up what I said, Mr. I am the con man. I am the scam artist. I am Ernie Shell Kumquat Jr. Let me explain what I did say. You little sawed off bastard. I said that you yourself said you and your wife was going to get a U-Haul and come to Hawkins County and Rogersville and set up a food drive for Candace Wells and set up a cash app for Candace Wells. That's what I said, Mr. Kumquat. Won't you clean out them fucking big ears you got, you jackass, and you would know. And Matt Kemper will also know because he's heard it too. There's several people heard you say you was going to do it. And you want to sit over and say that I actually said that you was coming you had came? No, you didn't come. You had planned on coming, but guess what? You went plumb homeless, living out beside of a tree because you was getting kicked out of the hotel. You sold your car for a dog. And then that stopped that. But you want to get on there and claim Benny Keys sucked money from Summer Wells, which is a lie. Let me make myself clear, Mr. Gumby, fucking kumquat. Let me make myself clear, Griff. You've seen Summer Wells' name. You thought of another scam. You can sit there and say you didn't if you want to. You're a liar. You're a liar, and the truth will set you free. Now say it. You need to come clean, bitch. True crime drama, you have a good night. I'm fixing to get off here in a few minutes, but I'm going to do a be live tomorrow night. I don't know what time yet, but I will post it in my community. But Griff, you want to go on there and lie, won't you just tell the truth? I never said you came. I said you had planned on coming, is what I meant. And that's the way I said it too. I never said you came anywhere. You become a homeless kumquat. You've seen an opportunity. Here's what happened, Griff. I'm just going to lay it out. You've seen everybody else help. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, to be honest. You've seen Benny helping Candace and Don out at the time, and you thought he was getting a bunch of money, and you claimed on your live the other day that he did, and he didn't. He give him money. He's proved it 1,000 times, you kumquat. Even went bought cameras, kumquat. But you saw all that going on, and you was scamming people out of pictures and trying to get on there and beg everybody for money to keep a hotel room because you weren't man enough to keep a job. And you blamed Ernie for that, which I'm pretty sure Ernie had something to do with it. You said you heard his voice, but that still makes me wonder. It's on my community page under my channel, Lisa. But anyways, you seen that you thought that you thought Benny was racking up on money and or for whatever. But whenever that was not happening, you said, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna set up a cash app. I'm gonna get on there and set up a food drive for Candace Wells." But what you forgot to mention is, Mr. Griff, that you was going to scam the food because you was homeless and you was going to take the cash app and do what you needed to do to keep a hotel room. Mr. Greedy Kumquat. Why don't you just get on there and tell the truth? I don't give a damn if one of your followers are video recording or whatever, put your wife's wig on and go stand on a fucking street corner somewhere and prostitute yourself out. That's what you need to do before you go using a kid that's missing, Mr. Griff, Mr. Kumquat, Mr. Ernie Jr. You're no better than Ernie. And the reason I say that, Ernie and Tina and Xander heard Summer Wells missing. They thought they was going to get more views and they was going to run their Cash App, and they still do. And they see that people's figuring their bullshit out and they ain't sending them no money, so they moved on to another scheme. I was on Ernie's live hour earlier, and Ernie, the stuff that Ernie said about the Summer Wells and the racetrack, Ernie, they never turned that evidence in. It wasn't even evidence. It was stuff that come from the actual racetrack car drivers, race car driver they used, and they couldn't scam people no more, so they moved on to something else. And unfortunately, some of his damn sheep will keep feeding into it. And then you got the grifter drifting right along, sucking up content that's done been put out. That's the only reason he ain't been live. I've not been live to give him any fucking thing, and they've not. And Ernie has been live. You don't see me streaming Ernie right now because he is, or Griff is my content because of the way he is. He's nothing but a grifter. He's nothing but a woman abuser. He's a kid abuser. He's a predator. And that's just the way it is. And Team Rose is another one. She ain't got sense enough to get out of the fucking rain. Hang on just a second. Hello. Oh, yeah, is he? Where's he live at? Where's he live at? I've not seen him live. Volter, don't come over and hand me that goddamn stuff. I know better. I know fucking better. Yeah, it'd be on the street. I'm a puss. I'm sorry about that. Edie, Pink Velo, Volo, hello. Where's Griff Live at?
Why? She left me for an Elvis impersonator, okay? How do you think that makes me feel? Now, y'all want to really go down into it? Let's go down to it. She left me for an Elvis impersonator. She developed a crush on me.
Ah, yeah.
And then,
Oh, kumquat Ernie, little sawed off bitch. Thank you, Bridget. Rap Live too. Oh, that was him playing Ernie, wasn't it? The old grifter.
Story.
Ernie always plays victim. That's how he gets money. And his stupid followers will give it to him. That's just like whenever he was on the side of the road. He was on the side of the road, guys, 7 hours. I turned that dude on and listened and listened and listened. I think he finally got off there about 7 or 7:30, guys. Literally. He was on the side of the road. He says two sides of all of his stories. Who you talking about? Griff or Ernie? Ernie fucking lies about everything, and Griff, he don't know how to tell the truth. He tells the truth about things that happen, or get started about how things happen, but he don't tell the truth. Griff is a grifter. I appreciate every one of you guys tuning in. And that's sad, guys, that people has to do their kids like that and even take scamming people like that. And Ernie does the same thing every day, and all his victims, he'll get on there and play victim. And I appreciate you, Trina. Anybody wants to donate can. If not, that's fine. I do appreciate it. And I have missed you guys. And I love each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you helping me. You're welcome, Bridget. Well, hello, Ran 5150, Lisa, Tree, Tennessee, y'all. Anybody I've missed, I apologize. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, which I called today, guys, and they finally got my paperwork on my work disability. Now, work disability is different from the regular disability, and unfortunately, I will get it, but unfortunately, I'm not going to lie, guys. I may end up having to go back, maybe, to the doctor again, which they'll have me to go and get whenever I do my regular. But I'll not be put in. I don't think I'll be put in the hospital. This is for my regular whenever it comes time, guys. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm taking my medicines and I seem to be doing okay. I've been trying to watch my fluids, which is hard, guys. They said that I went to the doctor before I went to what I think Griff is a piece of shit, Kristen. And that is, I can see that in him. I'm not Bridget. Um, Before I went to the doctor, well, I went on my little road trip that we did. Uh, um, they said that I was only going to be able to probably drink like 2 liters of like water, juice, stuff that's not going to hurt me a day. That's and I stay thirsty because I'm diabetic too. So that's really going to be hard. I love you too, Lisa. I love everybody. I really do love everybody, but some people, I know you're supposed to love everybody. I do love everybody, but I just can't get on their bandwagon. Thank you, Lisa. Ernie's one of them. Griff is one of them. Chris, what's going on with my health? Let me explain. I have congestive heart failure, and that's just like what they're thinking. Uh, and that's crafting through the lies may have the same thing. My feet swelled up. I got fluid, and but mine started whenever I went to. I would worked and worked and worked, and one day I come around by the building and I just couldn't take it no more. That work made me go to the doctor and come to find out that I have congestive heart failure with my valves bad and stuff. So I'm better, but I'm not better. Sorry. My valves are not better. They're only working 20 or 30%. But the first time I went to the doctor, they did an ultrasound. I've got scarring, got scars on my heart. They checked the valves and it had went into AFib. AFib is where your heart beats. I mean, it's a working. It's overtime, overworking, and it feels like butterfly. My heart right now is probably over 100 and something beating. It was up to like 130, 140 whenever I first went in, and they got me on this medicine, and that's whenever the valves was only uh, working 50%. Well, I went back this last time over it. No, they cannot, Bridget. My valves are too bad. They're only working 20 to 30% this time. And on top of it, overworking. The valves are bad, plus it's on top doing it like overdrive. But they got me on medicine and we do got it down to where it's like in the 90 and 100 range. And we've tried to get it lower. If we try to get it lower anymore, uh, I ain't nothing stopped up, Petey. There ain't nothing stopped up. It's the main valves that is bad. There's nothing stopped up. My veins. Well, I'll take that back. Before I went in this last time, whenever it all first started, uh, they said that I did have a blockage, but the blood made its own path through there and going over to where it's supposed to be. Okay, now that if that hadn't happened, I would had to have stents put in. But this second time, whenever I got out, they put me on medicine, trying me on my medicine. We got it down to like, now this is in like maybe November. I think I got the paper. I've showed it a time or two just to prove to people that I did work, and they tried to say that my job wasn't year round, which was a lie. I've heard all kinds of crap. But anyways, whenever I went in this second time, I was starting to get winded. I was very tired. My feet started. Now, this is whenever it started really affecting. Really affecting is whenever I woke up, my feet was the size of footballs or watermelons, and my legs was so swelled. Well, I go to the doctor And where I had to park at, I had to go up this little hill. And that's whenever the doctors come out. And they thought they was going, I thought they was going to have to get a wheelchair. They helped me on in. Well, this last time I went in, I was very winded, and they did another ultrasound. And that's whenever they come to me after though they did the ultrasounds. While I'm laying there doing the ultrasounds, the guy was asking me questions, which I'm not dumb. I didn't know why. He was asking me, he said, have you been winded? Have you been like you've been smothering? I said, yeah, I've been smothering. That's why I've come in today. And he said, he never said nothing. He just went on. They did their thing. Well, I'm laying in there in the room, and the doctor, next day, whenever I got out, the doctor come in, and I'd had so much fluid in my legs and my feet. That's why they swelled. And that's whenever they figured out this time they wasn't working 50%. They're only working 20 to 30%, and that's it. So that's what's going on with my health. And I've had all kinds of people say I was over here scamming. I'm not a scammer. Matter of fact, these guys right here on the bottom of my screen and a lot of other people that's helped me has asked me to put up a cash app. I've got no reason to scam anybody. I've got no reason to do it at all because I'm telling the truth. And the truth, and I always say, you come with all the 100% truth, uh, and not false conspiracy theories. I mean, they nobody can tear it apart. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get off here for tonight. It's almost 11. I'm gonna get some rest. I gotta take my contacts out. I'm gonna take this off. Anybody wants to donate can. Here's oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. There's my Cash App, my PayPal, and Griff. You can mock me if you want to, bro. Look at my eyeballs, Griff. Look at my messed up hair, Griff. Through all my mess, Griff. You will not mute me. You will not mute me. So you guys have a good night, good evening, little Nikki. I love you guys. You're exactly right, Navy Mom. Exactly right. Good night, Bridget. I love you guys too. Yes, Lori, yes, I have. That's in the process, and I've got the confirmation today that my work disability, as I was saying, they got the paperwork on it too. Just keep that going up in your prayers. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa. And you guys have a good evening. And God bless. I'm going to get out from here and get some rest. I will. I'm going to bed. There she is right there. Look at this. I'm going to bed. Keep this woman right here in your prayers. She's sick. Keep her dad in your prayers. He's going through some stuff too. Good night, guys. Thank you, Navy. Yeah, pray for our daughter Jocelyn. Keep our daughter Jocelyn in your prayers too. She's sick. Navy Mom, I just come through Mississippi day before yesterday. Good night, Jackie Blue. Thank you, Navy Mom. Thank you. Keep all my daughters. I've got 4 daughters. Keep all my daughters in your prayers and their mothers too, please. I appreciate every one of you guys that does support me. I appreciate it very, very much. I know I'm doing something right now. I'm going to get off from here in a minute. Bye, Tennessee, y'all. I appreciate it. Chris, it. Thank you. Good night, Waldo. Yeah, you just had to do that. I am. I'm going to shut her down. Good night, guys.